Morgan, this is Rick Grimes. I know it's been almost a whole season since last we talked, but my CB radio is dead. Now I'm reaching out to you on The Watching Dead, the officially unofficial podcast for AMC's The Walking Dead. Morgan, hopefully you're going to be able to scavenge an iPod or, God help you, a Zune and find a working internet connection because, Morgan, I need to tell you something. When I was at the CDC, this Dr. C. Jenner, he told me something.
Rick, who are you talking to?
That damn it, Lori, I'm trying to talk to my friend Morgan. Where's Carl? Aren't you supposed to be watching him?
Welcome to The Watching Dead, the officially unofficial podcast for AMC's The Walking Dead. I'm Jim.
And I'm Aaron.
This week, it's Season 2, Episode 13, the finale, entitled Beside the Dying Fire. What did you think about this episode, Aaron?
I really liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Everything's always, for me, trying to dethrone the pilot.
Yeah.
And it didn't come quite that far because there's just
the tone isn't there, right?
Yeah, the horror and the emotional impact, but it's my second favorite of all time, I think.
Yeah, a lot, really good action. You really felt the zombie attack in this one.
Single-handedly got me licking my chops for Season 3.
Oh, you're back on that train again, huh?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to...
That's kind of how they do it on The Walking Dead. They really hit you with the last episode and make you really want to come back for the
at least in Season 2 they did. Season 1, the CDC was... okay, I liked it better when we recapped it the second time through, but it kind of felt a little bit of a letdown.
Well, they have a way of resetting the show as well, you know?
True.
Like, they're kind of
That's true.
on to the next place now. So.
We fucked up Atlanta so bad, we can't come back.
We got to go to the farm, and now we fucked up the farm, and yeah, pretty cool episode overall. Do we have any news this week?
I do, because helpful listener Mike S. sent in a headline for us. So The Walking Dead ranks as a #1 drama series in basic cable history in such key demographics as adults and men age 18 to 34, adults and men 18 to 49, and adults and men 25 to 54. Notably absent women.
Yeah, there are 8 of those watching.
Yeah, if you weren't turned off by zombie blood and guts, then Lori probably drove you off too.
Yeah, probably.
For Season 2, the series averaged 6.9 million viewers, up 32% versus Season 1, 4.6 million adults in the demographic 18 to 49, and 4 million in 25 to 54, which is again up 32%.
Nice.
Mike S. elaborates, basic cable meaning excludes HBO, Showtime, and Starz. I can't be certain, but I believe Sopranos at its height is the only cable drama more popular than The Walking Dead right now. And I'd be surprised if Sopranos was more popular, because usually they don't, like, a really smash hit on HBO or Showtime is a couple million people.
Yeah.
Just because there's not that many people that have HBO and Showtime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a pay channel.
Every barrier of entry, network TV gets bigger ratings than basic cable, which gets better than premium, which gets better than pay. So that's really good. I have a huge. They basically held on to all their new audience. So.
Yeah, I've been seeing that the season finale actually got like 9-point-something million views. Broke records again or something. I don't know.
And definitely holding half the season back to the spring did not hurt it at all.
No, definitely not. Plenty of viewers. Plenty. Okay, well, let's get into the recap then.
And don't forget to pimp the link, because I think we forgot to do that like 2 shows
What
running.
link? The music?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The intro music that you hear is my brother's band, mystereonamusic.com. If you want the whole 4-minute theme song there. It's pretty cool stuff, so check that out.
Mm-hmm. And all their other work, too. Now I'm ready for recap. I'm all newsed out.
Okay, let's do it. So it opens up with a flashback to Atlanta, where the zombies are chewing on a horse.
We see the origin story of the heroes of the episode.
The zombies. Yeah. And they see a helicopter fly over. So they follow it out of the city, basically until they come across a fence. Mm-hmm. They get stuck on it, and the zombies start to pile up. More and more of them. They break through. And they keep walking until they hear a gunshot that leads them directly to the farm.
So you said when you were watching this, you were visibly getting an erection. You said this is like porn for zombie fans. I'm not a zombie fan, so elaborate on what you mean by that.
Oh, that fence scene is exactly what you want to see in a zombie film.
Why?
Because people tend to underestimate the ability of zombies to destroy property. And zombies will not be stopped by a fence in a large group. Zombies will push through it. Fences are only good for stopping a few zombies at a time. And I feel like this whole episode is just major fan service for zombie fans
Now,
in that regard. Like Daryl later on says, oh, they'll just tear this house down. Like, unless you got a tunnel out of there, it's not good to hide in the house. It's pretty much right. That was a huge attack as far as we could tell.
So you're saying that zombies are kind of like water. Individually, they're not that big a deal, but with enough time and zombie pressure, you can carve the Great Canyon.
Yes. Yes.
So, and also it's like they couldn't literally tear the house down, I'm guessing, but they could bust through any fortification and break down any door and go through the weak points. And it's not like they're going to reduce the house to rubble.
Probably not.
They'll just get to you and kill you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's a sizable horde, too.
They really, I love the way that they did this because they had the horde like everywhere. And they weren't just one giant wall of zombies. They were spread out. So you could run in between them, but it was fucking scary to see like Rick and Carl running for the barn in between, like zigzagging between zombies.
And there was a nucleus of like that heightened zombie activity, but you're right, it spread out. The flock kind of...
Yeah.
It's not like it was just, well, we got past this last zombie, we're safe. It's more like the zombies just got fewer and fewer and fewer the further out you got from the farm.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that a lot of people don't realize with this. The episode feels a little weird because they get off of the farm later on, right? And then Daryl is riding his motorcycle away from the farm, and he's still passing tons and tons of zombies in front of him.
Oh, yeah.
So what obviously has happened here is the zombies are spread out in a giant line, and not all the zombies even know about what's going down at the farm, I don't think. They're so far away from the farm on the outskirts that they just keep walking, and then as you're driving past, you see tons of zombies.
What do you think about the helicopter and its significance? I mean... we kind of thought there was something in that because that's from the pilot episode. Rick seeing the helicopter kind of riding almost to his doom. We see it again, and it seems to be the catalyst of yet another major event in the series. Arguably, if it wasn't for the helicopter, Rick might not have gotten in with Glenn and etc.
Yeah.
What do you think? Where is the helicopter going to turn out to be important? Or is this just a Dawn of the Dead homage?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything in the show that would lead me to believe that that's going to be significant to the plot. Like, okay, it led the zombies there, but anything could have led the zombies there, you know? They just happened to be following the helicopter, and then it didn't even lead them out there. The gunshot did. So I don't see it from the history of the show having anything to do with the actual plot. I feel like it's just there to say, oh, isn't this cool that the same helicopter that Rick saw is now the problem that he's dealing with on the farm.
Isn't that... it's got to mean something in that a helicopter, in a way that like a Cessna is not, is a very complex thing to keep in the air. It's not like someone's got a helicopter in their garage and are taking amateur helicopter... just flying around and doing drive-bys. That, to me, says there is some remnants of military or government presence.
It doesn't look like
this isn't somebody's crop
a military
duster.
Chopper.
No, but I'm saying any type of
news
helicopter, the maintenance that you have to undergo, it's more than the realm of most private citizens can do.
Sure.
So somebody somewhere has got some infrastructure, some fuel, the means to keep this stuff going and keep everything safe, it seems like. And I think the survivors even said that this, Rick, you're thinking crazy if you actually saw this helicopter. It's a figment of your imagination. I guess this also disproves that theory, if it was for debate, that it wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a real helicopter.
It's definitely real.
Unless the zombies all mass eluded it, too.
Yeah, and then followed their mass delusion out to the farm. All right, well, let's move on.
Yeah.
Daryl and Glenn report back to the farmhouse and tell everyone there that Randall was turned into a walker and he wasn't bit. So something fishy about that, everybody thinks.
Yep.
What's going on there? And we get a scene in the field again with Carl asking Rick how Shane died. And he's, of course, saved by the Horde. Mm-hmm. Doesn't have to answer that question, luckily. Right. I'm just going to keep going until you stop me, because all of this is pretty much rapid fire in the show. The Horde closes in as Rick and Carl lock themselves in the barn. And that was a cool scene where they're running in between the zombies. And it felt like they almost got caught to me.
Oh, yeah.
There were zombies coming to that barn really quickly. And the group in the farmhouse prepares for the attack. Laurie realizes that Carl's gone. Rick lets the walkers into the barn, and Carl sets them on fire. Mm-hmm. Pretty cool scene there. What do you think about a child setting a shitload of zombies on fire?
I didn't even register. I actually was wondering, did that have any effect at all?
In zombie lore, yeah, fire is not good for zombies. It's the other thing that can kill them.
Yeah, but it seems like it takes a lot of concentrated fire in a way that... Yeah. And also, it didn't seem like the roaring fire lured a lot of zombies away from the house into the barn. It seems like that they kind of largely ignored that. Mm-hmm. In fact,
I'm not sure why that is.
The zombies didn't even seem to take notice that they were on fire. Is that pretty canonical, or?
Yeah, they're not going to care until they're dead. You know, until they can't move,
until their brain is roasted.
That's what I think. I think it's similar to like the fever that comes on to the survivors when they get bit. You know, the fire just roasts their brain inside their skull. It's pretty horrific, but I think that's why fire kills them.
I would have liked to seen a couple zombies walking around on fire.
Yeah.
Throughout the rather, I kind of was waiting for that to happen, and it never did.
Nope.
So
I wonder if they survived the collapse of the barn. If any of them did.
I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Maybe next season we'll see a couple zombies on fire walk by. I don't know. So then the group drives out into the field, shooting and running over zombies. Jimmy drives the RV up to the barn to pick up Rick and Carl, but the RV gets overrun and he's killed.
Mm-hmm.
Dumb. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and give it now. Idiot Survivor of the Week.
Yeah.
Is
way to save the suspense, Jim.
Jimmy. Wait, is that his name? Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy.
Jimmy Olsen.
Uh-huh. No, I mean, okay, so let's diagram the stupidity.
Okay.
He rolls into a horde of zombies with his windows wide open.
Mm-hmm.
And then instead of like listening for the two thumps to hit the roof and flooring it, he decides, what the hell's going on? I know, I'm going to go through the door. And to me, it played like he flung it open.
How else does it happen? Because those doors don't open inward, do they? Those doors open outward on RVs.
I kind of
There isn't enough room to open inward.
Yeah.
You got a staircase there.
Yeah, I'm not a Winnebago man, but it seemed like very odd.
That's just, it's weird to me how he died. Like, he is literally in a fortress.
Yeah.
How could you possibly get killed inside that RV?
Right. Well, I mean, unless the door was not locked and the zombies came through, because they can do that. I mean, they know how to work. It seems like they would know how to work doorknobs and things like that.
I don't know.
But it seems like, yeah, you could...
But they could push in.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Jimmy he's dumb. He got killed for his own stupidity.
It seemed like they're... Yeah, so, and it was definitely gruesome. So if you're looking for...
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one thing that... man, you don't die easy when a zombie's just eating you alive.
No, God, no.
It's not just like rip your throat out and you pass out. It's in this universe, you are going to...
Especially if they don't start with a vital part of your body.
Your jugular is pretty vital.
Yeah, but if they start eating your legs or something...
Well, yeah.
That's no good.
Yeah, sure, legs. I'll go along with legs. But it seems like if they're ripping your guts out and they bit your jugular into... Jugular. They bit your...
Juggalo.
They bit your juggalo into, you'd be dead. So
Definitely. All right, so what do you think about the shooting from the vehicles? This is all over Reddit, by the way, of course, as it should be.
As a gun guy, I have to kind of turn that part of my brain off. Just like I have to turn the IT part when I'm watching Hackers or the Net or anything stupid like that. Jurassic Park. It's Unix. I know this.
Yeah.
It's really unlikely that these guys are getting headshots from moving vehicles. I'll buy that from Daryl. He pulls up his bike.
Sure.
He is badass. He squares up his feet and just starts, one hand shooting guys. But Glenn rolling around in a bouncing car with Maggie driving, I don't quite buy it. But
me either.
And I don't know why the show needs to see the survivors being this effective. It's not like they're doing anything.
It's not making a dent in this horde.
It would be kind of interesting to just see him take a couple rounds to, like, blow off an arm and have the zombie keep going, or hit him in the chest, and it just doesn't even have any effect.
I feel like in the show, if it's not a headshot, they always want headshots because they think, oh, well, these characters need to be aiming for the head, and that somehow aiming for the head means hitting the head.
Do you think there's actually people out there that, as they I see. If they
would think, oh, those guys are dumb. Why aren't they shooting them in the head? Because you're in a goddamn car going 30 miles an hour through a field.
I gotta say, it didn't annoy me. It struck me as funny.
Yeah.
It struck me as funny. Just
along with a couple other things in this episode.
Yeah, that we'll get around to.
Yeah, definitely. So the group continues to ride around killing zombies while Lori freaks out about Carl being missing.
Yeah, Lori seems at various points desperate to get eaten by a zombie. And for whatever reason, survivors are trying to talk her out of it.
I don't know why.
Like, Carol's pointing out that, hey, if we ever do find Carl, he's going to need his mother alive. So why not you... And then that's the other thing. Lori, who I've never seen hold a handgun before. Well, no, that's true. She did save herself. With the point-blank headshots once she flipped over her car.
And now suddenly she's hitting from...
Yeah, she's Annie Oakley over here, headshotting zombies in the dark.
Yeah.
And completely emotionally upset. But, again, it's funny.
Shouldn't she leave that for the men to do?
Yeah, there's cucumbers in there.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody slicing them.
Absolutely.
Who's going to do it? Selfish Lori.
So, in the meantime, Herschel is outside just unloading on zombies, killing a ton of zombies, and Patricia gets got by the horde.
Yeah.
Done in pretty fantastically.
We actually counted, at one point on screen, unbroken by reloads, Herschel shot 10 shots.
10.
Now, there's also a bunch of, rhythmic shotgun shots before and after, but I'm saying that was the camera stuck on him.
Yeah, you can actually see those.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he fires at least 20, 25 shots.
Oh, yeah.
And I never hear a pause for him to reload.
Until you see him at the end.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty cool. He had, infinite ammo.
Infinite ammo for his shotgun, yeah.
It's like a 5+1 gun, and he's shooting 20 times without reloading.
Definitely. Yeah, that one's all over Reddit, too. People really got on him for that.
Yep.
So then Maggie tries to follow the rest of the group back to the farmhouse, but she gets cut off, and her and Glenn decide to take off, leave the farm.
Glenn got a little alpha on her.
Yeah, Glenn needed to. I mean, what else were they going to do? She was freaking out. You know? She freaks out later on, too. Mm-hmm. And Glenn does the same thing. Herschel's still firing off his unlimited ammo when Rick saves him, convinces him to abandon the farm.
With a point-blank shot from his .357 Magnum right by Herschel's ear. Yeah. This is what Herschel would be hearing for the next 30 minutes.
And that's all. Yeah. None of that conversation that he had with Rick.
It'd be like... and that's it. I can't even imagine. I've had someone shoot a .357 Magnum close to my head wearing ear protection, and the freaking blast wave, I could feel it inside my earmuffs. If that just went off unprotected, oh my God. It'd be like a flashbang hitting you.
Why does it feel like the people in charge of the gun scenes and the gun handling don't know what the fuck they're doing?
They don't.
Halfway through this episode, or half the time in this episode, Glenn is pointing a shotgun right at his fucking face.
Well, and
he's
also
rolling around in a moving vehicle with a shotgun barrel pointed at his chin.
And Herschel's scoring headshots with his unlimited ammo, firing from not quite the hip, but from the boob. He's not aiming that thing.
No.
He's just got it kind of underneath his arm and Arnold Schwarzeneggering it.
Yep. Well, you grow up country, you learn a thing or two.
There.
Herschel grew up country.
Exactly. Big country.
So Andrea gets left behind with her giant bag of guns. Daryl watches the farm burn when he hears Carol screaming. He runs over and picks her up on the chopper.
Come on, I don't got all day.
Yeah, great line. He's so casual.
That's the thing. He's just matter of fact. Like, when Herschel's talking about making a last stand, he's like, well, good a night and ending to die.
Yeah.
And he's just like watching the barn burn, not really concerned.
That was a really cool... There are a lot of cool shots in this episode, and one of them I thought was Daryl watching the barn burn.
I would love to get a high-res screenshot of that for my background. Yeah. Just him sitting on his chopper, watching the barn burn.
Definitely.
Like a boss.
That's cool. So then Daryl rides through a bunch of zombies. This is another really cool shot.
Yeah, because it's all foggy, kind of pre-dawn.
It's foggy. They show it from multiple angles, like from the front, from his POV, and all sorts of stuff. Really cool there. This is where Maggie freaks out, and Glenn takes over driving duties. And then he tells her that he loves her. Finally.
Yeah.
It's about damn time.
Did you have a problem with that? Because we had a couple listeners that did, and we're going to read one of their emails.
I did not have a problem with it. I can understand if people say maybe the timing wasn't the best, but he's trying to calm her down, you know?
Or jolt her from one hysterical situation to another.
Yeah, well, it was certainly effective, right? She calms down a little bit when she hears that.
Right.
She's not too worried about the zombies anymore. So I didn't have a problem with it. But
I thought it was racist on the writer's part to have an Asian man doing a Chinese fire drill in the middle of a zombie attack. Come on. How insensitive can you get?
I don't know. We'll let our listeners tell us at the end of this episode. So Rick and Herschel and Carl arrive on the highway where they left supplies for Sophia. Carl wants to go look for her. Carl wants to go look for his mom, and Herschel wants Rick to take Carl somewhere safe. Rick decides that they'll stick together. So he's going to stay there.
I thought it was funny, the look on Rick's face when Carl's like, please, come on, this is my mom. And he's kind of looking there torn. And I'm like, you see, Carl, your mom is what we call a psycho. We will be better off without her.
Yes.
This is what we all want.
Yeah, and it's shocking that now they suddenly can't find Lori instead of the other way around.
Again, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one. And this kid is really a terrible actor, but I find that I always feel something when he's talking about, like, as a kid, the fact that your dad's making this calculated decision that we're going to abandon mom because it's more important to protect you. You can't even fathom it.
Yeah.
So even if that would be the correct call, he can't deal with it. So I thought that was really interesting. And at this point, still, he doesn't even know that his dad killed Jane.
Yeah.
Which I kind of lost track of until the end of the episode when he started crying when he found out. I was like, oh, that's right.
Yeah, nobody knows until he tells Lori, and then she's the only one that knows, and then he immediately tells everyone else.
So that kind of blows the theory that Carl was drawing on his father, because we talked about that a lot in the last podcast, that it looked like Carl kind of drew on Rick because he thought he saw Rick kill Shane. That couldn't have been true.
Man, the way they cut that.
I know the way they cut it.
Yeah.
They're playing a little fast and loose, but I don't. I think that can't be right because of Carl's reaction to this.
Yeah, I feel you there. But he does draw the weapon before Shane gets up off the ground. So, I don't know, man. We'll have to go back and watch that again.
What do you think about Herschel's attitude here?
Herschel, if Walker gets me, so be it.
Right.
I like it.
I lost my farm, my wife, my daughters, my couch. Oh, my God, couch. Goodbye, old friend. And then they slipped in another religious reference. You know, this season,
Rick calls him a man of faith, right?
Which is weird because at the bar, he kind of renounced all that. But now I feel like he's back on it, but he's kind of confused, doesn't know what God's plan is.
Yeah,
maybe God's plan is Armageddon through Walking Dead.
Yeah. I didn't feel like he renounced his belief in God in the bar. More so just his belief that the walkers could be saved, you know? I don't think he was like shunning all his previous religious thoughts.
Really?
At least that's not the way I read it.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's move on. T-Dog doesn't want to go back to the highway, but when Lori threatens to leave, he gives in, unfortunately. I say drop her off on the side of the road and head down.
Cool.
Keep going, but no.
And I went nuts last night when, in begging T-Dog to turn around, Lori called him T-Dog.
Yeah.
I have a real problem with this grown-ass
That's his
man,
name, man.
being
T-Dog.
called T-Dog. No,
That's
why?
his real... It's on his birth certificate.
Why the hell didn't they call this man Tyrese and call it good?
T-Dog.
I don't.
I don't know.
It's when she's like, "Oh, T-Dog, please." I can't stand it. You can't have a serious dramatic scene and be called by that name. like if somebody's name was Jimbo, I mean, it'd be the same thing.
That's a real name.
Or if your name was DJ Pauly or whatever, I don't care what. Or The Situation. Like if Mike the Situation from Jersey Shore was in this show, and Lori'd be like, "Come on, The Situation, have a heart." The guy does have a name. We fucking know it. It's Theodore.
Yeah, I don't know why they call him T-Dog.
Or Theo or something. The T-Dog is just hilarious. It takes me right out of the moment.
That's what he wants to be called. It is, apparently.
Well, he also wants to drag Lori and the other girl off to the East Coast, and she wasn't standing for that. So now you draw the line and say, "No, fuck it, I'm getting out, and you're not T-Dog.
You're Theodore.
I can't take you serious."
All right. Well, if you ever meet him, don't call him T-Dog.
I will.
I'm sure he won't mind.
I want to have him sign an autograph and autograph it as not T-Dog.
Okay, you can do that. Then a walker passes Rick and Herschel on the road. Just as they're about to leave, the rest of the survivors show up. They count their losses and head on down the road.
I love the Argyle sweater on that dude.
Yeah.
Especially when Daryl called him, like, you got to stay away from the big roads because there's all these assholes like this guy. Dunk.
Yeah. I thought it was cool that, I don't know, Daryl showing his marksmanship again. Mm-hmm. Blast that zombie right through the eye, man.
Thank God he made a bunch of more arrows, too. Because we were kind of worried that he was getting low on the arrow supplies, but
did he pull this one out of the zombie?
I don't know. I would assume so, since he wasn't really rushed or harried.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
Also, like I said, I'm nitpicking the fact that everyone showed up at the exact same time at the meetup place.
Yeah, whatever.
That, if you're going to have it do that way, I wish you hadn't even shown it. I wish you'd kind of seen, like, the next scene, there's three more of them are there, and then one finally pulls up. And then you just assume that they've all made it back there.
Yeah.
But, come on, man.
I don't know. They're all leaving from the same place. They're all going to the same place.
But that's a thing. They all... whatever.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Not at all.
I can't let this show get away with a good episode. I got to kick it in the ribs a couple times.
Shame on you.
I got to curb stomp it.
Speaking of curb stomping, Andrea with her giant bag of guns still being pursued by a ton of walkers, and she finally runs out of ammo.
So we have to say that Andrea has turned the corner to badass officially through this season. Yeah. It was a rough ride. She almost killed Daryl getting there.
Yep.
But she now is right up there with the boys, like Lori said, when it comes time to zombie killing. Arguably, she has the highest body count in this whole fucking episode.
Aside from Herschel with his unlimited ammo.
Well,
he got a good 75 shots off.
But true or false, season 1 Andrea would not have made it out of that scenario.
Oh, hell no.
And definitely wouldn't have thought to bring the guns with her. Mm-hmm. That's solid. So
yeah, I wonder how much the guns really helped her here, because they're...
No, I'm just saying I think she brought that just for the benefit of the group. Like, if
Yeah. Certainly. I just... Like, would she have made it away easier if she didn't have, 60 pounds of guns to carry?
I don't think she had that many pounds
She had a lot. That was a heavy bag.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 long rifle. Yeah, there's a couple, yeah.
It looked really heavy.
On the other hand, I think that she would have been better served to just keep running. Like, don't stop and shoot. Just keep running.
Yeah. Shooting the zombies doesn't make a difference.
In a horde? No. I mean, if there's one right in your path and you'd have to divert left or right or something, then maybe you take them out. But you never stop, turn around, and shoot.
Yeah, seems insane. I don't know. I mean, she was definitely running out of gas. We'll see that later. Speaking of running out of gas, Rick's truck runs out of gas. Mm-hmm. They decide to set up camp for the night and go for gas in the morning. Daryl questions Rick about Randall and Shane. And Rick finally tells the group what Jenner said 100 years ago that everybody already knew, nobody gives a shit about anymore. That everyone is infected. Big surprise. Shocker, Rick.
Yeah, I almost don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, we've talked about it so much. Did you care? Were you surprised?
Oh, I
first
didn't
of all?
care. No, I wasn't surprised. I just thought it was interesting how the group reacted to it.
Yeah.
Like
They reacted how we thought they would.
well, it didn't cost Herschel his support. It didn't cost
Really, it was
Daryl
Carol.
his support. Carol is the one.
Yeah.
So are they setting her up to be kind of like the contrarian of the group next season?
Seems like it. She's been
She's going to be the
tattling on Carl
like a
and-
cross between Dale and Shane.
the worst of
Because
both
Shane,
worlds.
yeah, I mean, they positioned him as like this kind of saint towards the end of his run, but he was more of like a gadfly type, just contrary to everything type character in season 2. I thought for most of it.
Yeah, but they were
Just
doing
kinda-
a lot of stupid shit.
Well, right.
So, I mean, I guess if you're going to go contrary to the stupid shit.
It'd be interesting to see what they do with this character because, you know, Lori, I don't know what they can do. I feel like I know where her arc is going, and it's no place good. Andrea, they've managed to claw her up into the levels of badass. T-Dog, all they have to do is give him a solid episode, and he'll be right there too.
Yeah.
We got a handle on Herschel. Maggie, Beth is kind of, I don't know. But Carol's completely up in the air. I really don't know what's going on in her mind, and she has no other connections to the group. What are they
Yeah,
gonna
she
do
hasn't
with
been
this
focused
character?
on very much since the episodes with Sophia.
One of the big question marks heading in season 3 is what's going on with Carol.
Yeah, definitely.
So
The other question I had in this scene is how Rick gets away with just staring blankly into space when someone asks him a question. Because Lori asks him, like, did Shane get bit or whatever, and he just stares off into space. Everyone's standing around him looking at him.
and then he answers a question that she didn't ask.
Yeah.
We're all infected,
Yeah. What the hell is that?
right?
I don't know.
Also, the other thing I didn't like about I guess we're going to talk about this. Damn it, Jim.
All right.
I feel like by keeping it to himself and the people all had legitimate points. Like, we've brought stuff to you for the good of the group.
Yeah,
What right
Glenn.
did you have? And Rick's basically like, well, I didn't want everyone to know. And it just made Rick seem like an asshole for no reason.
Yeah, yeah. When he does it, it's right. When someone else does it, it's wrong.
And the other speech he's about to give about, if you're staying with me, this isn't a democracy, it's a dictatorship from here on out. That also seemed to really make Rick unlikable. You almost question why anyone is going to listen to him going into next season. Maybe that's one of the big questions they wanted us to ask.
Yeah, I think it is. I think Rick's character is definitely changing, and we're seeing that. And season 3 will probably deal much more with that.
But on the other hand, he made the right call to wait, for the group and stay together.
Yeah,
He does have a point there.
He does want to keep the group together.
Herschel
for
wanted to
better or worse.
leave. T-Dog wanted to leave. If they had taken off, obviously T-Dog and Lori and Beth would have headed to the coast, and the whole group would have fragmented. So
Yeah, definitely.
he makes a lot of bad calls, but that was a good one.
Yeah. So I did want to point out here that we're coming up to the... Well, Rick mentions here that it's been like almost a whole day and they're going to make camp, right? Mm-hmm. Because we saw the zombie attack happen the night before.
It got to be dawn.
Yeah, it became to dawn.
Midday.
And then apparently this has been an entire day that they've been driving back to where Sophia was.
No, because that's within walking distance. That's only a mile. That's only a couple miles from the farm.
Well, they drove out of the farm. Like, Daryl on his chopper, it's still dark when he drives out of the farm.
Well, I think it was just before dawn, though, at that point.
But why would he suggest setting up camp?
Well,
Is this where
yeah.
he suggests setting up camp?
Yeah, so you're saying that there's a timeline problem, and I'm agreeing with you. I just don't know where the timeline problem is, because the wild card you don't know. I feel like Rick and Herschel got there just before dawn, or just after dawn.
Okay.
You don't know how long they stayed and waited for Sophia. It was through several commercial breaks, or not waited for Sophia.
Yeah.
Waited
At
there by the
Sophia's,
Sophia
yeah.
rendezvous point. We don't know how long he stayed there. It kind of implies that they stayed there most of the day.
Yeah, it does. If they're going to set up camp for the night, they're not going to do it in the morning.
Then they got off on a road, but I'm thinking and that's the other big question is, how is Andrew going to rejoin the group? Because
I don't
if they
know.
didn't spend the majority of the day there, they drove several hours away. And how the hell would Andrew even know where they were going? Hell, did Rick know where did they mention a particular location that they were shooting for? They were just going away.
Yeah,
in the opposite direction of the zombie attack, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they said they were just going to head east, right?
Right.
So, I don't know. It's definitely a day's time passes.
Yes, a solid day.
Yeah, so Andrea has been running for an entire day.
And if you'll recall, What's-His-Face got out just around dusk.
Who?
Randall. Yeah. So it's not like he broke out in the middle of the night. Like I said, the show... It
didn't get dark.
The battle for the farm must have raged for hours.
Yeah. Yeah, that's possible. I don't know. It certainly seemed to be depicted in real time, though.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that by the time What's-His-Face got Carol and started leaving the farm, it was getting to be the earliest stages of daylight.
I feel like timeline is not a strong point of this show.
Yeah, so maybe we shouldn't even be.
Yeah.
Because obviously the Rick, how long he's in a coma, I don't think can be answered at this point. There's
the
too
writers
much conflicting
have done it. They've finally beaten me into submission to not think about these things.
Yeah?
They've done it so many times that it doesn't matter anymore.
All right.
Well,
let's stop wasting time arguing about it.
All right, so then this is a scene where Rick admits to Lori that he killed Shane. What do you think about this scene, her reaction to it?
Well, it was interesting because Rick had legitimate reasons to kill Shane. But man, when he was talking, he wasn't using the strongest ones. He was basically said, I was tired of the pissing matches. I just want an over. I wanted him dead. And the whole time, Lori went from hugging him to grabbing his shoulders to backing off. And what I thought made her really turn the corner into don't touch me mode was when Rick said that Carl put zombie Shane down.
Yeah, definitely.
Which
kind of sent her over the edge.
I still, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to defend Lori. I saw a pretty passionate defense of Lori on Reddit today because I asked the listeners last week. I didn't get any takers. He said, laying out like, look, this woman went through the zombie apocalypse, thought she lost her husband, had an affair with the husband's best friend. Husband came back, got almost raped. Son got shot, almost died. Found out you're pregnant. Tried to get an abortion. Got in a car wreck. Got attacked. She's been through a lot, so maybe we should just ease up the throttle on condemning her a bit.
I would if she weren't the catalyst for this event.
Yes.
That now she's suddenly appalled by.
I mean, there might be legitimate reasons, but still, I think it's pretty clear that the writers either want us to hate this character or
don't realize that we hate the character.
Don't know what they're doing because we hate the character.
I'm going to go with the former. I think they want us to hate this character.
There's ways to make a loathsome character likable.
Yeah,
Shane.
we talked about this.
Shane. Walt from Breaking Bad. But Lori is not, so.
Definitely. So I definitely don't sympathize with Lori's reaction here because in my mind, she's basically told Rick to go do this.
Yeah.
And then when he did, she freaks out.
Agreed. I mean, she all but told Shane's dangerous. You need to eliminate him.
You need to deal with it. Yeah.
And then she has a change of heart and he kills Shane and now Rick's a monster or something.
Yeah, and
another big question going into season 3 is where is this relationship heading now?
Probably to pretty dark places.
I hope they don't, man, because that's to me going to be like continuing the triangle post-mortem.
Yeah, no, I feel you there, but they've never had a particularly solid relationship to begin with. I have a feeling that's going to continue.
I don't know. If I see some Shane B1 Kenobi crap going on with her talking to a ghost Shane or something, I'm out like Swayze. I'm ghost like Swayze.
All right. So Andrea finally gets overrun by walkers, but she's saved by none other than Michonne. That's pretty awesome.
Spoiler! You don't know her name. You don't know that's Michonne.
Oh, shit. A dark hooded figure with
Bruce,
a sword.
That's Bruce Willis from Unbreakable.
It's Emperor Palpatine. So what did you think about the introduction of this unnamed character?
Well, because I knew kind of how it would go. But I remember saying last night, what did people who have not read the comics think of that scene?
Yeah, that's a wild scene.
Because you've got people that are more or less rooted in reality. I mean, nobody is really a fantastic character to this point, except for maybe Daryl, and even then, He's just a really good hunter tracker and proficient in firearms.
I thought Shane was a good character.
This person comes out of like some kind of Matrix or crazy Asian Western mashup, towing the two armless zombies with the cloak and the ninja sword.
Doesn't say anything. Doesn't even show her face.
No, I mean
his or her face. I don't know.
If you're not a comic fan, I don't know whether your reaction is "Whoa, that is badass" or like "What the fuck did I just see?"
Yeah, I'd really like to hear from some of our listeners who haven't read the comics, don't know who that character is and what's coming.
Because I was excited to see her and thought it was a very faithful, awesome intro for her. But
she starts off by chopping a zombie's head off. That's not bad.
And it's cool that, like, Andrea is a badass in her own right. It didn't feel like she was just getting bailed out. It felt like that she had done everything she could to survive and has, as you said, were out of gas and was saved by another badass. So,
yeah.
You know.
And this is the second time we've seen somebody roll in and save Andrea, right? First time was Maggie on her horse with the croquet mallet or something.
Well, you know
like
what's interesting? I actually wrote that in my notes. I almost forgot to talk about it, so thank you. The first time that happens, it's almost an identical situation. A walker grabs her, throws her on the ground. She's on her back. The first time, she can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
All she can do is savage the zombie with her face. You know, she just hideous. This time, she's fighting tooth and nail. She's going to beat the zombie in the face with her fist if she has to. So I thought that was an interesting bookend for her character in this season.
Yeah, it shows how much she's changed and grown. I did want to note that I don't think cutting off a zombie's head actually kills it, does it?
Well, it incapacitates it.
Certainly, yeah.
It's really the same thing.
As long as you don't step in its mouth or something.
I guess.
Yeah, it's not the same thing in my zombie kill of the week, though.
No. All right.
Unfortunately, that can't be it.
I'm kind of interested to see what your zombie kill of the week is going to be.
Oh,
there's not going to be the beheading.
No, it can't be the beheading. It's not a kill. Carol questions Daryl about why they're still following Rick. Maggie says they need to leave. Rick tells the entire group why he killed Shane and then goes full dictator.
Played the henchman card, too.
What, on Daryl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just
Carol
henchman.
calls him a henchman.
That's a classic bitch move.
Daryl takes that in stride, too, though.
Yeah, he's like, what do you want? A man of honor. Well, Rick has honor, so there. And Herschel's like, look, we got to listen to Rick. We got to stick together, which is interesting. So really, no one is really in Rick's grill about what a bad job of leadership he's doing, except for Carol. And he goes into this crazy, I killed my best friend for you people. And I'm keeping this group together. And if you don't like it, you can hit the highway. All the time, he's pointing this gun at his wife and child, at Herschel, at T-Dog. He is a madman.
Oh, yeah.
Sweeping this muzzle to and fro.
The only thing worse would have been a speech from Glenn.
I mean, there's someone that wrote into us to point out that, like, he has a free hand. It's like his hand is full of something else. He's got the hand with the gun in it, and he's got the hand that's free. He could gesture at people without almost killing them. And he chose to use the gun.
Yeah, that's the police training coming into play, man.
Do you think that is just a brain fart on the show, or do you think that is intentionally the writer saying that Rick is kind of like almost deranged?
Oh, hell no. That's just them not caring. Not worrying about where the guns are pointed.
All right.
I don't think it's them saying, oh, he's out of his mind now. I do like that scene, though, a lot. I mean, he feels... He's right. He killed his best friend for these people to try and keep this group together, you know?
Yeah, but
and a lot of it was
arguable.
For his family. How is that arguable?
Because, and I thought T-Dog actually, God damn it, T-Dog. I thought T-Dog played this part beautifully. When he said, I killed my friend for you people, he kind of looked away like... Because every single time Shane and Andrea and Dale and T-Dog were talking, T-Dog was like, yeah, Dale or Shane's got right on.
Yeah.
So... I don't think it's necessary. It's true that he killed Shane for the group. I think he killed Shane for himself. Because I don't think Rick would have done...
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Would Shane have done a bad job protecting the group?
Oh, hell no. He would have done an awesome job protecting the group.
Well, he would have done an awesome job protecting the people he thought needed protecting. Maybe
well, he
that
would
is
have
a
gone
point.
Full dictator earlier. I mean, he was willing to go full dictator immediately.
He would gladly sacrifice anybody there for Carl
that's true, and Lori.
Lori.
Yeah.
I don't know that Rick would.
I don't know, man.
I don't think he'd put him at risk for anybody, but I don't think he would necessarily abandon somebody just because he wouldn't do an Otis, for example.
Yeah, and I mean, that might be interesting to see someone from the group in peril and someone from his family in peril. Mm-hmm. And you can only save one, like Dark Knight or something. Mm-hmm. See what happens. See which one he chooses. You know?
Right. Oh, maybe that'll happen eventually.
That'd be interesting. So then we get the final shot of the prison. Of a prison.
We don't know that's a prison. It could be like a boys' school.
Actually, I couldn't tell what it was. It was so goddamn dark on the screen.
And we have it in standard. We get AMC in standard def. So
yeah, blurry and dark.
It did seem like it was a prison complex. That was a shot straight out of the comics too. Basically, the aerial shot of that.
Definitely, and that's it for the episode.
Yeah,
it's a pretty good one. Pretty good one. I felt the weight of this zombie attack the entire time it was happening.
And this show does do action very well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of when in doubt, it tries to go there. And sometimes its sin is it doesn't go big enough. Like, show's getting boring. Let's throw in the well zombie. The well zombie's not going to hit the spot.
Yeah.
You need a full blown zombie attack.
I'm wondering what they're going to do for the next one.